What's going on? What's going on? Y'all know what time it is. We back. It's your boy, Mr. Blaq. I got my man T Tom. He finna
What's
hit you
up?
with the die-hard Cowboys facts. And
You
I got the
know,
statistician himself, Big Will. And we back because this is our
oh
own
Oh,
damn
damn.
damn
sports show.
Sports
sports
show.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we back, man. It's another week. How y'all boys feeling? Y'all feeling all right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. This damn Madness is living up to his name. That's for sure.
Man, say.
Man, I still wouldn't have recovered if I was playing for Duke right now. If
Man,
I was Duke right now,
how you
don't
blow
talk
that?
to me.
How you blow that?
But you know what? This ain't a surprise to me. They've been flirting with this the whole tournament. They've been barely beating teams that they should have been blowing out. So it's not a huge surprise to me.
Man, I think it's will. I think it's just the way that they lost, man. It's like that's just a tough way to lose. That boy shot that from the 7-Eleven next door and made it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't you just if you a coach, you're not even telling them to be up on him like that. Because if he make that, you know what I'm saying, it's almost a miracle where he
It's just
shot
one
it
of
from.
those. That's one of those. Just damn. Hey, you got
Right.
it, dog. Like shit. I
Nah,
don't
but
know
you
what to
know
tell
the,
you.
the problem started before that, man. Duke throwing turning the ball over, man. He had to make that pass.
That's
Right.
He could
that's
have
the point.
just
I'm like, so it's bad enough they blew a 19-point lead. Then you still had a chance. All you had to do was take care of the ball, and that turnover was like, why are you throwing that?
yeah,
Why are you
yeah,
throwing that?
Yeah, it
yeah.
just begs the question, man. Like that's why I think players shouldn't go straight from high school to the pros. Like I'm glad that did change because I think you should get at least a year in, man. So ain't no pressure like the March Madness pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like those kind of
Mhm.
games, those high pressure situations, you definitely want to see how a kid performs in those type of situations before you gamble, a draft pick on them, in the draft later on this year. So, NBA scouts, NBA teams are now being able to see some of these guys, like what's the separator. And how you perform in one of these March Madness games, might be the separator if we take you at 3 or if we, go with somebody else.
It has made
Indeed.
a break, broke some people. So that is true.
People have definitely made their name and improved their draft stock in the playoffs or in the tournament, and some have dropped.
Yes.
This is where you make your name though, for the most part.
No, for sure. So the final four is
Who we got?
Illinois,
Yeah.
UConn, and
UConn,
then Michigan and Arizona.
Arizona. Got you.
So now I'm not big on college basketball, but I do know
Um,
some of the bigger names
uh,
that's going in the draft is not really in these final
none
four
of them.
teams, right?
None of them.
So does that to y'all when you don't have? I think it's better for the sport when you have one of those guys like the kid from Kansas or the,
Peterson,
the kid from BYU or
AJ.
like the Boozer kid who just went out.
See, that's why I
Um,
was low key kind of cheering for them. Like, at least you have
right.
somebody big, but
So
now
it's
you
so it's like who do y'all feel like is going to come out as the champion? Because Michigan and Arizona are both number one seeds. So who do y'all feel like is coming out of this?
Go ahead, T Times. You go first.
see. I figured just because you a homer, I figured you would take Illinois. So I'm not gonna say. I figure, hey, I just figure, you side town all day. So
Indeed.
I put two and two together for you, Big Wheel. But because they riding that wave of momentum, I'm gonna go UConn. That's
Mm.
blue blood. I think that shot done, shocked them up to life, and we gonna see. I feel like I'm gonna go with them.
Okay. So in the first bracket between Michigan and Arizona, yeah, those are two heavyweights battling it out. A lot of people probably feel like that should be the national championship game. They should, put one of them in the other bracket since they're both number ones, but hell no. Hell no. I think that Michigan probably got the size, and don't get me wrong, I haven't been watching a lot of college basketball
Mm-hmm.
either,
Mm-hmm.
but Michigan seemed to have the size to be a problem for a lot of people. So, and they also score a lot of points, like 90, 95 points. So they score NBA type points in their 40 minutes of gameplay. So I
Okay.
can see them pulling out that. I can see them winning it all for sure. In that other bracket, yeah, I'm gonna go with Illinois. It really impressed me. The fact that they
See,
beat Houston in pretty much in Houston, that was a big win.
yeah.
And they beat them comfortably. You know what I'm saying it did get close to down to within, not say close, but it was down to within 8. They were up by like almost 20.
Mm-hmm.
But Houston did make a run. They dropped it down back to 8. But Illinois, they held their own. They showed some strength, and they got some shooters. So I like the way they play. Reminds me a little bit of the '05 team.
Okay.
Okay, well look, I ain't finna give y'all no logic at all. All right, that's I'm not finna give y'all with that. I'm giving you straight nostalgia, straight
Okay.
just rooting for them because they had the Fab Five, and I'm a
Okay.
fan of the
Okay.
Fab Five history.
Respect.
So I'm going
Respect.
with the Wolverine, baby. I'm going with Michigan. I want to see Michigan back. I want them to see them that get that title they never got with Chris Webber, Jawan Howard, Jalen Rose, because that team should have got a championship. So on the strength of Michigan, the history, and like I said, nostalgia, because who don't love the Fab Five? I'm going with Michigan to win it all.
Okay.
Nostalgia, you should have went with Illinois. Darren Williams, y'all boy, y'all Texas boy, y'all Dallas, Texas boy.
All right, man. You know how many people was in Texas? I can't root for everybody in Texas, man. It'll be somebody in every
Look
single
at
sport
the
from Texas
the
on that
Fab
court.
Five had a Texas dude too.
Yeah,
True. Jimmy Williams, right?
I think it was
No,
King. Is it King or
it's
Jackson?
King. It was King.
King. Okay, yeah. So
Look at it, went
yeah,
to
no,
my
I feel
alma
you.
mater too. Yes, sir. Yes,
What's your
sir.
what's your alma
But
mater?
Plano
from
East.
what I heard,
Oh,
this is the
Plano.
first time all the Final Four has been like state schools.
Mm.
Illinois,
Mm,
Arizona,
Ah, I see what
Michigan,
you're saying. Yeah,
Connecticut.
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So that I found that was an interesting fact.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, that's gonna be interesting, man. So hopefully, in the end, like I said, I'm not a big college hoops fan, but I do love March Madness, the Final Four. Like just to see who it comes down to. It's usually good games. So in the end, that's really all I want is good basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed,
So
Yeah.
indeed.
I do hate again, like I said, none of the bigger stars. I just think it makes for great cinema almost in college sports when you
Because you got
have
a name to pin is
like
yeah,
remind you, give you an example. Steph Curry. When Steph Curry was at Davidson, it was like
yeah,
his junior or senior year. They went like to the Sweet 16, and it was like cinema watching
yeah,
him every game because it was so amazing to see this little skinny kid running down here shooting these threes. Like we didn't know about the handles in because
yeah.
he wasn't the primary ball handler then. He was mainly just he was like on some Reggie Miller tip. But it was great just to see, is Davidson, upset? Is they gonna keep going? Is they gonna win? So, those storylines, man, make for good, great college basketball. And not having one of the premier stars in the Final Four, I think hurts it a little bit. But again, you still, shots like UConn against Duke is what you watch the tournament for.
Now
You know what I'm
also
saying? To see
since
shots like that.
since we own the tournament and things like that, I got a question for y'all. Do you also feel like because besides the big names, you brought up Curry and Davidson,
Yeah,
they were Cinderella.
right,
So also that was what I also felt like wasn't there in this tournament. I was
right.
posing the question to you guys: what you think of? Do you think NIL has ruined like Cinderellas and things like that? Because the bigger name schools can pay more.
Oh yeah, that's dead. That's dead, T-Tom.
You
It's
think so?
dead. So it's like the NIL is a give and take kind of. You want to see the kids benefit, man, because so many years kids have been broke, barely in school,
But the
while
schools
big
will
time
make them
programs.
bank off of them. Make
Mate.
it
Speaking
bank.
of the Fab Five, that's one of the
Yeah,
examples.
exactly.
These guys are, making the Michigan jerseys popular, black Nike socks popular, things like that, and they're not getting anything off of it, even though they're the
They couldn't
ones
even take
making it.
money under the table, damn near shit.
No, not legally.
Yeah,
Not
don't
so
get
it's like
close.
I think with the NIL, man, these kids, if you even in football, if you see a kid ball out one year, them big time programs gonna be like, hey man, we got, or even it ain't even gotta be a huge. It could be if you at UCF, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know. Michigan State has an opening. You ain't taking that. You know, Michigan State is a bigger program than UCF.
It
So,
depends on if they got more money in their NIL. That's
oh,
what.
Michigan State gonna have more money than Michigan State gonna have more money than UCF. Sorry, just a bigger school, especially for basketball.
I
So
got
these
okay.
kids
We
are
talking.
now
If we talking
transferring.
depending on the sport, I agree with that.
Yeah,
Depending on the
well,
sport, I
we
agree
talking
with
about
that.
basketball. Yeah, I'm talking
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah. No,
basketball.
in that
So I'm
case,
saying,
hands down, hands down.
yeah. So I'm like, if I'm a kid, if I just average 28, you know, or it's college, so maybe 21, 22, you know, with UCF, then it's like, hey, then I'm probably gonna take this spot from Michigan State next year to be a starter on their team because they're looking for a shooting guard. So I do think the NIL has ruined the Cinderella effect, but I am is positive because these kids are getting paid.
Oh, I mean, I can see that for sure. But I think that if you have these small upstart schools, like a team, a smaller school that's been together for a long time from one of these smaller conferences, like it was like a couple years ago, Loyola made a run.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Something like that can
See, that's
happen.
what I'm
And
saying.
if you catch a team being too confident, like a Duke, they take a team for granted. Oh, we're gonna blow them out. We ain't got to play a game, and these boys are coming ready to play because this is their only shot to be on national TV and make a name for themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
Coaches
That's what
coaching for a bigger job for the next program. I can see one making a bit of a run. Can I see them making it to a national championship game? Yeah, probably not, because at the end of the day, to your point, Mr. Black, talent is gonna win out. But yeah, I can see them making a run and maybe getting to a Final Four.
I think the best you get with a Cinderella now is they might get to the
Sweet
16,
16 or the Elite
maybe,
Eight.
yeah, maybe
Elite Eight,
16.
Elite Eight is like
Elite Eight
that's
at the
tough.
I don't I'm saying that's hard for me to see. You know what I'm saying? Because I just think these programs, like I said, maybe not even the top of the top. You know what I'm saying? Like the Dukes and
Mhm.
the North Carolinas. They're probably not really looking for kids to transfer like that. But when you are a program who you maybe feel like you're a player away from competing for the tournament, yeah, I might go get one from Loyola or you know what I'm saying, or UCF, or like I said, one of these programs where they got one shining and we throw you $1 million or something and you ain't getting close to no NIL money with the school you currently with. I
Mhm.
just think it ruins that for basketball. But I mean, I'm still gonna be pro NIL because for years, again, these colleges have been taking advantages of these kids who've been, majorly coming in, changing the fortune of a lot of them. If you're someone that competed in the tournament for as long as this kid been here, and before that you wasn't, well,
Mhm.
your enrollment going up, your sponsorship dollars going up, the alumni pockets are a little looser. So it's like because of those things, these kids absolutely deserve to be getting paid, but it's like a trade off. So where we might get more Cinderella stories in the past, to where you like, who the hell is this team? Then it came up here and upset one of the top programs. It's less likely to happen now because that talent is after a year or two playing for this team, they transferring.
Mhm.
Everybody that's getting NIL money now, they got to put $100 in the collection plate, pass it around, and give it to the old business because they all owe it to the O'Bannon brothers because they started it all back in like the '90s. I'm gonna say that's when they filed that lawsuit.
Who
I want to
started?
say the O'Bannon twins, Ed
Oh yeah,
O'Bannon
yeah, yeah. They found the
from
original.
UCLA. Yeah, they the ones who
Yeah, they
started the
took it a
whole thing.
while. It took it a
Yeah,
while.
it took to now from the '90s to now
Kids should
30
have been
years.
getting paid, man. Like I
Yeah,
said,
Yeah.
we talking about the Fab Five in Michigan. They wearing black socks selling out. They wearing different things as far as accessories. People going to buy them up. They buying up the Michigan jerseys that don't got the name on the back, but it got the number. Well, if
Yeah.
Jalen Rose is number 5 and you selling the number 5 jersey at the time, what do you think I'm gonna think this is a Jalen Rose jersey?
Yeah.
So it's like it
just
was
like
wrong, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad they changed it. But again, to your point, T Tom, March Madness was a little better when that element was there. When it's a couple kids you didn't know about because they're not getting national TV attention,
Right,
and
right,
then they get to showcase what they got in the tournament. So I
right.
do miss that impact that had.
Yeah. Just like was it the NCAA college basketball games? They just had a player's number.
Yeah,
You know who
right,
it was.
right. We know exactly who it was. Hey,
Yeah.
now
Like,
that's
true.
TJ Ford. That's Kevin Durant. We
There you
know who
go.
these
You
players
knew.
are,
You knew.
man. Number 35 for Texas. Who you think this is? Of course.
Yeah.
But nah, man, that's I mean, segueing on to, of course, we got it's coming down to the wire in the NBA. It's getting crucial. We getting to the
Yeah.
playoffs.
There's
Things are
about what,
starting to shape
one
up
or 2
more.
weeks left in the season?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
about.
right. So we getting down to the thick of it. So early on picks. Of course, it's early. We reserve the right to change our mind.
All
But
right.
who do y'all see coming out of the East, and who do you see coming out of the West?
Oh, I gotta pull up my standings real quick.
Yeah.
Gotta pull up these standings. The
Yeah,
No,
East. Go
I
ahead,
can
Big Wheel.
see the Pistons and the Celtics battling it out in the Eastern Conference
Agreed.
Finals.
Agreed.
without Cade though,
They
because he ain't
maintain
back
it
yet,
Was
without
right?
he
him.
out for the year?
They haven't
I
announced
mean,
that. They
it's
think he'll be
indefinite
back in the
basically.
playoffs, but
Yeah.
don't know how healthy or effective he's gonna be. I
So
see him
what's his
getting out the
injury?
first round though.
You said what now?
What's his injury?
Collapsed
What it
lung.
was? Yeah, I'm about to say
Oh,
it was
okay.
a long. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of
Yeah,
serious.
yeah,
collapsed lung.
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. I can't really see none of the other teams, the Knicks, the Cavs. I can't really know. Definitely nobody below that.
I don't know,
So
man. I feel like Boston. They've been getting in the form a little bit with Tatum
Yeah,
yeah,
and
man. That's
Brown
my
still
pick.
balling.
That's
So
my
I'm
pick.
like, hey, I look if Cade come back, things changes because Detroit has looked like one of them teams all year with Cade Cunningham. But
mhm.
could I see a team sneaking up like the Cleveland Cavaliers
That
or
was what I was
you
gonna
know what
say.
I'm
That
saying?
was, man. You took the words out of my mouth, man.
Right.
Yeah.
I
What
could
you
see
think
them
about that?
sneaking up. Huh?
With yeah, oh, you see him sneaking up.
I think James Harden is just what they needed as far as from a
See, that's what you got Harden and
veteran.
Mitchell, man.
Big
I am
Will
not a
Hey,
said, "Don't
believer.
trust it.
I am
Don't
not a
trust it."
believer in James
No,
Harden.
look, Big Will.
I do
You
understand that too, Will.
are right with your overall point because for years James Harden drove me crazy in Houston because as soon as you think they finna break through, this man has 7 points, 7 for 35 shooting,
Damn.
2 for 12 from three. It's just like, what
Yup.
happened to you, James? So I feel you. But when you ask James Harden to be the third scoring option behind Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, I like him as a number 3 option. I do. Because even if he give you 17, 18 points in a game in the playoffs for your third option, that's good. You want your third option giving you almost 20. But if he give you
Yeah.
16 points, 9 assists, you know what I'm saying, 5 rebounds, that's a nice sweet spot for your third option. So because of that, I could see Cleveland, you know what I'm saying, making some noise if they're
Mm.
clicking on all cylinders. And like I said, Boston is on the come up, and I know New York, they looking a little,
I noticed none
diminished
of us
right
said
now.
them. Like we got no belief in them.
Mhm.
Right.
None
Right.
at all.
And it's bad because I ain't gonna say I'm a diehard New York Knicks fan, but I am a fan of the Knicks, probably because the brand imprinted on me when I was a kid. You know what I'm
I
saying?
will say I want to see them succeed because of that.
Right,
I mean, it's the Garden. It's Madison Square.
right,
Even the
right.
fact they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, I was like, hey,
Yeah,
that's
for
a dope
sure.
step.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. As a Bulls fan, fuck New York. Fuck the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Going back to the '90s, it don't stop.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you. I feel
But
you.
I mean, I think they hurt themselves last year. I mean, they did make a run last year. I think firing Tibbs, it was warranted,
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know if they got any better. You know what I'm
they
saying?
about
If
the
they do
same.
though.
If not, they just
Yeah,
feel stagnant. Like you
yeah.
don't trust them.
Nah, I think what really hurt them, man, was not getting Giannis. I think if the Knicks got Giannis, they be title contenders right now, like serious these if you can give me take away Karl Anthony Towns and give me Giannis instead, and I'm sold. I'm 100% in on the Knicks
But
if you
here,
give me that.
I got a quick question on that before we
Okay.
continue and go to the West.
All right.
Because I and y'all correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Is Giannis not overrated at this moment in time?
No.
Y'all still
Overrated as
you
far as
still feel like
what?
you still feel like he dope? Or is
Yes.
it
But
just
see,
me
I'm
because
I'm gonna
he
tell you
injury
what it
prone at this
is.
point?
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's
Okay.
because it's like with Joker. You've already seen what they could do, so you're probably taking it for granted. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
Giannis is a defense. He's boy two-way player. On defense, he's
True.
going to give you all he got, and on offense, he's a walking bucket because he's going to get to the paint whenever he wants to. Like who's stopping 6'11", 7 feet with a handle with size? No one's stopping him when he
Mhm.
wants to. And then the speed he still has that. So he's a matchup nightmare still. And you pair that with Jalen Brunson and the other pieces that they have on the Knicks, man, say right now the Knicks should be kicking themselves. You can't act in hindsight, but in hindsight, giving up 5 first-round picks for Bridges may be one of the worst trades
Yeah.
that a team can make. Because even though Brunson gave you that discount on signing that contract a year
He ain't
before he
gonna give it
had
to
to,
he ain't gonna give
you
it
know
to
what I'm
you.
saying? You still went and got this man. And if you would have gave her up like 2 first-round picks, a player or two, cool. But 5 picks, Mavericks ain't even get that for Luca. You know what I'm saying? Like
That made them
it's
look 10
crazy,
times
man.
worse.
So yeah, no, I don't feel like he's overrated, man. I feel like I want
Mm.
to see Giannis compete. You
Okay.
got to keep in mind, T. Tom, that he still won the championship with a
True.
Milwaukee Bucks team where he was
True.
really the only star on the team.
Yeah, but they had
They had
They had
players
a
though.
team.
They
They
had
had a team.
players. They
So
had
and
players.
then also too, Phoenix when who they ended up playing when all that either.
Hold on now, don't do Phoenix like that, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna do them like that.
We talking about Devin Booker, who was giving boys that work that year.
But look
We
here,
talking
that's
about
been the only year he been really giving. He been giving. He's one of those. He and James Harden, empty ass stats.
no, I feel like Booker has been a victim of circumstance. Like they tried some things, it didn't work. Like getting them Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal, that didn't work. You know what I'm saying? I think the best teams was Chris Paul,
Nah.
him, and for them, I don't think that was the best teams they
No, it
had.
was. But also beside, I only got a 1 year sample size of him actually them doing something.
Speaking of
But they went
overrated,
to the
Go
finals though,
ahead,
T
go
Tom.
ahead, go ahead,
nah,
Big Wheel.
speaking of overrated, Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Continue.
Hey man, don't start nothing, man. What you say you
Hey,
don't
bro,
like Chris Paul, man?
I've been saying this for
You
years. He people talking about he the point guard and point guard. Nah, like he a top
Yeah,
five. No, based on what?
absolutely.
Based on what?
What the position is, Big Will? We talking about somebody that's the ultimate setup man. We talking about somebody that's easy in his prime, giving you 21 and 10 on in his sleep as a point guard. So when you're a point guard, right, it's already hard to impact the game beyond the assists. Like we don't think when we think about point guards of all time,
Hmm.
Magic is the only one because of his size that really could have impacted the game in other areas, like rebounding. You know what I'm saying? Like
He ain't the
imposing
only
his
one.
will on offense because he's 6'9".
He ain't the only
But
one.
I'm talking about championship level. Who else
Yeah,
is on his level?
He didn't win no chips, but he was pretty damn
yeah.
good. John
Who?
Stockton
No,
on both
see
on
that
both
that's
sides of
to
the
me
ball.
him and Chris Paul in the same boat. Might as
Really,
well.
really.
Might as
Okay,
No.
so you
well.
lost me, Mr. Black.
I
So,
Explain
so
that.
to
hey
you, he's a
hey
top five point guard of all time.
Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm going
No.
Magic. I'll give it to you on the spot right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Magic,
Uh huh.
Steph Curry,
Okay.
right?
Uh huh.
Um, Dang, I ain't gonna lie to you. She started to drop a little bit after that. Magic, Steph Curry, give me Chris Paul,
Okay, that's
give
three.
me Give me Isaiah Thomas.
Okay, that's four.
Um, and that fifth one is a little tough. Isaiah Thomas, and then give me shoot.
So you got Magic, you
Give
got
me
Steph.
Jason Kidd. Give me
Okay,
Jason Kidd, number 5.
okay.
I
Okay,
might
let
be
me let
Magic.
me
forgetting somebody. I might
let me
be
throw
forgetting
some names
somebody.
out to you. Let me throw some
Okay.
names out to you, and
Okay.
I think I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think I know your mentality, what you might be say about these players.
Okay.
Well, what about a Jerry West, a Bob Cousy?
So I'm
West
gonna
was
be honest with you,
West
Big
was a
Will.
point guard.
These guys were before my time. So
Hmm.
before my time that I can't properly gauge what they did because we do know at the time these guys were farmers, working at the grocery store, and the NBA was like a part-time job because the money wasn't there. So it's almost like Will Chamberlain, you know what I'm saying, averaging 50. Well, who was he averaging 50 against? He
That too.
didn't. It wasn't a lot of guys. He didn't have Victor Wembanyama and Shaq and all them in his way to average 50. So it's like I can't really put a lot of stock into guys like Jerry West, and no disrespect to what they did because they still did it with based on you can't choose your era of basketball. So in
Gary
the era
Payton.
they did their thing, but I just that's too much before my time.
Gary Payton.
Gary
Oh,
Payton, I
I
love
like
Gary
that one.
Payton,
I
but
like
he's
that one.
not top 5. I'm not choosing
Yeah,
Gary
You think
Payton.
Chris
it's
Paul is
hard.
better than him?
I'm choosing Chris Paul over Gary Payton for sure.
Okay. As John, I teach him already brought up John Stockton. You said John
Okay.
Stockton ahead of
The
him, right?
John Stockton I gotta put just because he got a. I play 2K. Look at his records is hard as shit to break.
I got another
He
name
Yeah.
for
got
you.
skills and
No one ever
assists.
get that assist record. No one has ever get
That's
that
what I'm
assist record.
saying. So
No.
shit, John Stockton got to be
But
up
when
there.
you got Karl Malone, who was like a walking bucket to himself, unstoppable fadeaway, just talking about
He damn near
guy got
slept
the
on because
scoring
people
title
don't even
and
realize how cold he was. Shit, people don't
Karl
even talk
Malone
about
was
Carl.
serious work, bro. Karl Malone was serious work.
I got
A
another
lot of them assists.
controversial name for you.
Who
Okay.
that?
Steve Nash.
No, I'm not taking
I
Steve
can't
Nash
put.
over
I can't
Chris
put it.
Paul.
I can't even put Nash in the
Nah,
top
I
five.
ain't, I ain't
Oh
taking Steve
no,
Nash
y'all.
over.
This
Hold
man
on.
is a
Hold
two-time
Who you
on.
talking
MVP.
Steve
about here,
Nash.
Will? Who you
He a
Steve
talking
top
about
Nash.
here?
two-time MVP.
But we do know he robbed
No.
Kobe and Shaq for them MVPs, bro. He
Okay.
robbed them, bro.
So okay, let me ask you this then. To that
Put the
point,
MVP
and
in the
and, and
paint.
I'm I don't I can't put this guy ahead of Chris Paul just because of longevity and injury.
Yeah.
But do you think that Derrick Rose was robbed? I mean, like
Yes.
LeBron
If
was robbed of the
from Derrick
MVP.
Rose,
Do you think Derrick Rose stole LeBron's MVP that year?
I think you can make an argument. I'm gonna say this. This is why because players like LeBron, players like Jordan, players like Jokic, like after a while,
You get
you
fatigued.
you you take them for granted. It gets
Yeah.
fatigue. It's like, hey, we already know you're the best player in the league. So because Derrick Rose is doing something that's it's brand new. It's like having a really good toy, but a new toy comes in and you're like, hey, I like that toy, but this is the new toy. So I think because of that, it's why he got the MVP. But of course, in the year LeBron in his prime, you can make an argument he could have won the MVP.
But
And to you didn't ask this, but I feel like this is where you was going. If Derrick Rose doesn't get hurt, I feel like, of course, I'm taking him over Chris Paul all time as a point guard for sure.
okay, yeah, and that season that Derrick Rose won the MVP, I was watching. Of course, I'm a Bulls fan. I watch every game,
Yeah.
but he was the best player on the best team in the East that year.
For
I
sure.
remember an interview at the All Star game with Kobe Bryant, and they asked him who is his MVP. He said Derrick Rose, and that holds a lot of weight for me.
Man, let me see if y'all agree with this comparison. I feel like Derrick Rose was like Michael Vick of basketball. He was
Mm.
electrifying. Like he was so explosive and so like captivating on the basketball court. Like every game, that was one of my favorite players to watch just because he was probably going to do a dunk or make a crossover, a layup or something that you was like, "Ooh," you know what I'm saying? And I feel like
Mhm.
that's the feeling Michael
Okay.
Vick gave you at
Okay.
quarterback.
I like it to a certain degree. The difference for me with that comparison is close. Is
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. It's
Yeah.
just Rose was way more substance to me. What he brought in Game Changer than Vic was. Vic to me at that time, I felt like he was kind of a one trick. Like the running was it. Like yes, he had a cannon for an arm, but as a quarterback, it was more the running, the style. Like
I mean, I understand what you're saying, T-Tom. If it was today, I think I'm more with you. But because at that time, we're talking about Michael Vick mainly being ahead of the curve of the mobile
true, but
quarterback.
even then, that was all he really brought to the table because
Nah,
he
he
didn't
could
get,
earn that mud out, T-Tom. He
but
could earn that thing out, man.
but also two quarterbacks, regardless of what era, whatnot, was he winning though? How many playoff games did he get to? Did he win?
I think that's a little unfair, but I feel you. I think that's a little
I,
unfair, but
And
I
that's
feel
kind of
you.
my
because I'm like Rose had that flashiness and stuff, and his team won too.
and that's kind of my argument against Chris Paul too, because he never made it past like the second round of the playoffs. And everybody say, well, he never had. Nah, at some point, if you this good, if you top 5 all time, you should be good enough.
You mean besides when he went to the finals with the Suns?
Was
So
that
he went
his
to the
only
final.
time? Yeah, he
Huh?
did. He
Yeah,
did
Yeah.
go to the finals,
he
Big
went to the
Red.
finals with the Suns.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just saying your argument about the second round. It's like I get it because a lot of those Clippers teams with Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, Jamal Crawford off the bench, like you feel like they should
Even
have
those Hornets
did
teams.
more. I don't know about the Hornets team, man. Those a
Yeah.
little tough.
Oh, the New Orleans
The
when
next the
the
next
Hornets were
best
still in New
player,
Orleans.
he never had like a
Yeah, like
bona
David West on
fide.
that team. It was like
Say
two or
that
three
again.
other
Say David West
David
again.
West.
Come
They
on,
had
man.
you
David
don't think
West.
David West is a good player? Was a good
He
player?
was
He was
solid, but you
decent
can't be
for
up
like
there
a
like
year or two.
he wasn't Tim
He
But
was an
yeah,
Duncan and
all-star
nothing,
player,
bro.
bro. He was an
yeah,
all-star player.
that's decent.
Man, he wasn't
That's not
Tim
decent.
Duncan or
All-star
nothing,
player is
bro.
not
Like
decent. A decent
if
person
you
is
he was solid, bro. He was solid. He was solid, bro.
all-star is
I
solid.
mean, you
Okay.
talking about
David.
David West, but don't act like he was just All Star every year. He probably made All Star team like 2 times, bro.
No, I think he
You the
was
statistician? You the
okay.
statistician? Bring it
Let's
up.
see. Let's see.
Man, probably
'Cause
made 2 All-Star teams. Boy, I don't give you more than
I'm
three.
I'm 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 guessing like 5 or more.
Man, he
That's
had
my guess.
You think he
Jamal
made five?
McCord, bro.
5 or
Nah,
more.
he ain't made five,
David
bro. Five
West?
or more? Nah, he tripping, bro. What's the
If it's
verdict?
more than two, shit, I gotta put some
Nah,
respect on
for
that
real.
man name.
I'm saying
More than what
two.
I'm doing.
I'm gonna give him like a
Okay.
back-to-back All-Star kind of situation, and that's
That
it.
was correct. No, that's correct. 2008,
Okay.
2009.
See, Big Will, you give him too much credit, man.
But
I give you
he
the two.
He had
both
Jamal
both
McCord,
times as
gang.
a member of the New Orleans Hornets though.
Yeah.
With
So
Chris
this
Paul.
is a situation where your point guard is making you better because he's feeding you, because he's setting you up at what you do best. I think that's the reason why. With the Hornets, Chris Paul was always the best player on the team. There was never nobody who came remotely close to that. Never. I'm gonna give you more Clippers that they should have went further than the Hornets. I think he was
I
limited
agree
with the
with.
Hornets.
That them Clipper teams, nah.
Yeah, we're
The
talking
fact
about
that he
Live
couldn't,
City.
yeah, the fact that he couldn't take that team further, that's where I'm
That's
with
more
you.
of an indictment. That's more because a couple of they choked the 3-1 lead away at
Yeah.
least once. I know it may have been twice, but at least once. Because I remember Doc Rivers, he got that stigma too about choking away leads.
Nah, he ain't great. Fuck that.
You said what?
I
Doc
said he
Rivers
ain't
not
great.
great.
He ain't great.
Nah, I think Doc Rivers is a good coach. He'll probably still be a Hall of Famer
I
because
give you Hall of Fame, but shit.
I mean, you're not gonna put him in the same conversation as Pop or Phil. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you ain't doing that. But he's still gonna be considered one of the best coaches of all time, no matter where you put him
I
at.
can't give him that.
He won the chip, T Tom. It's how many coaches ain't
One.
won no chip.
Shit. How many 3-1 series
Hey,
does this motherfucker
let me
blow?
ask you something.
How many games?
Let me ask you something.
No.
Who was the
I
head
got
coach
you.
of
He
the
going to the
Nets
Hall of Fame.
when they lost all
No.
them times in the finals? Who was the head coach of the Nets when they lost all them times in the finals?
Who?
The New Jersey Nets. Jason Kidd, when they lost them years he went and they kept losing in the finals. Who was the head coach?
I don't know.
Exactly. Exactly. If he would have
I
won, do
think
you
it was
think you
Lawrence
probably would have
Frank.
remembered his name?
If I'm not mistaken, it was Lawrence Frank.
I don't know. I
And
don't
he
know.
now he like the Clippers GM or something.
Right. That's just nothing to brag about. The Clippers are terrible. They've been terrible. Like it's almost it's like it's a curse in LA to where somebody cursed them a long time ago. Where it's like as long as you in LA, you will never be successful. I
Oh,
don't know
that's
what
the
they did in
Clippers.
San Diego, but within LA, man, say well,
It's called David Stern. Oh,
David Stern. I
well, that was the
almost
old, no, that's David Stern, the old owner.
you talking about they made the
Donald
shit
Sterling.
Sterling.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sterling. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, for real. That was insane,
that was the
man.
curse.
But yeah, Chris Paul top five, bro. To me, I'm sorry, Chris Paul
Nah,
top five.
I'm taking Magic over him. I'm
Okay,
taking Oscar Robinson over him. I'm
okay,
Okay.
taking Jason Kidd over him. I am
okay,
Okay.
taking Steve Nash over him.
okay.
Okay.
I'm taking John Stockton over him.
That's wild.
Um,
Okay,
I'm taking Gary Payton, the glove over him, because
that's
of what he
wild.
did on
Okay,
both sides of the ball. And don't give me this Chris Paul. He steals. Nah, he gets in the passing lane. He's not finna stick nobody up and hold him and stick him up and lock him up.
he's six
That
feet. Will
and, and okay, a lot of these other point guards 6 feet too.
no, Gary
I
Payton
got,
was
I
like
got a question
six.
for y'all since we on this
Go
point
ahead.
guard shit. But
All right.
Steph Curry too. Another one. Go ahead.
Yeah, I had
He
Steph
just
in my
weighed down.
top five.
He weighed
I
down the
had
list for
Steph.
me.
Allen Iverson, do you consider him a point guard or a shooting guard?
Shooting guard.
Yeah. I know we kind of talked about this before. I could have swore he was playing the point guard position, and Eric Snow
That's what I'm saying.
was
I
the
could have
two.
swore he was too.
Oh, I'm not saying
But
there wasn't no years where he wasn't a point guard, but overall, you think of him more in the shooting guard lane than the point guard.
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
because
I'm sure they
I
did.
could.
I'm sure they played him at point guard at times.
Okay. And that
I mean,
does
he a
make
ball
sense. And
handler.
I was
You
just like,
know.
because I was like,
Yeah.
if you looking at him as a point guard, damn, is he not in the conversation too?
Yeah, I don't. So I'm not even really talking about have to be the point guard position because if you do that, then
Then
it's
Magic don't
like
really.
no. I'm my argument would be more like Steph because Draymond is more like the facilitator in the years they were championship, winners more so
Yes.
than Steph. But
Yeah.
it's like Steph is still a ball handler, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not saying so much more of that. It's just Allen Iverson was definitely shoot first.
Yes.
He's shooting
I
first.
agree.
I feel
Yeah.
like with Golden State, their system was we want Steph to take the shot, but whoever's open can shoot
Plus, they had
because
shooters like that around him, so
yeah, that's why
they
Clay
could
is able to
afford
get
they could
his
afford
off.
to
That's
do
why
that.
Kevin Durant is able to
Yeah.
get his off. So I'm like, I think that's more so why I'm saying he can still be in that point guard lane. Allen Iverson, though, he gives the ball, get the hell out the way.
Although he had to, because that shit, this is the he had around him and fit man say.
So I seen something, man. I didn't know if y'all saw it. This kind of happened recently. Jerry Jones, our
What he
owner, Jerry
what
Jones.
he done did said now.
So Jerry Jones, man, makes us look bad at times because of the way he phrases stuff, his
Yes.
analogies. They
Yep.
asked him recently about George Pickens getting a deal done, and he made, a comment like, well, you know, I got to do better because sometimes, when you have, the kid coming to ask daddy, and then he goes back and says something different to mommy, and it's like these analogies, these
What the
metaphors.
hell, Jerry?
Jerry, he said something like that with Michael Parsons last year. And it's like these metaphors, these analogies, sometimes I just think he comes across as
I
tone
mean,
deaf.
he old, and you notice how a lot of them owners who like were in their 80s and 90s, like still holding on or didn't pay, like they all kind of sounded the same. Like they always saying shit that don't make
But
sense.
he already from the South, T-Tom. So you got
Yeah,
that. You're the owner of the Cowboys. You remember that picture that came out years ago where it was the
The
civil
Little Rock
rights,
show.
Little Rock, right, where the kids in Little Rock went to school, and
yeah,
he was out there, looking like he was a part of the mob. that was like, hey, not in my school. So when you got things like this, I think you have to be extremely careful about how you phrase things because we know the NFL to be majority black athletes, and you have to be careful about how you phrase stuff and how you say it. That's one thing. But the second thing is we haven't talked about this because we kind of started the show after this became a thing with George Pickens. But I wanted y'all takes on. Do y'all think I have my own opinion, but I want y'all to go first. Do y'all think we should even be trying to get a deal done with George Pickens long term?
I'm gonna
Go
let you go,
TJ.
Big Wheel. Oh, you want me to go?
Okay. No,
That's
I
a
go.
cap.
I
That's
let
a
the
cap.
Cowboy fans go first. Um, I would say, yeah. I mean, he is one of the better receivers in the league. He's proven that with the Steelers before he came to the Cowboys. Now obviously, they let him go for a reason, but at the same time, he does produce when who's your other receiver?
CD.
CD Lamb.
See Lamb when he was out this year or last year hurt, that boy stepped up and he
Yeah,
played his ass off. So
yeah.
yeah, he's deserving of a contract extension, a big one.
Okay.
All right, Big Wheel. I hear you on part of that. Part of that, yes. The big part for me, how much? That's the biggest thing for me. Um, because you say he was good in, you say he was balling in Pittsburgh, and he was hit and miss. If you ask me, that's why they got him on the cheap, and then he balled out, which players tend to do when they trying to get a contract. They ball out, then you pay them, and then unless they don't want, like unless they dope, like CD, he show up, he still got his numbers even with him. That was the first, like you the stat man, Big Wheel. How many 1,000 yard seasons did he have before he got to Dallas?
George Pickens.
Yes.
Let's see.
How long was he in Pittsburgh?
Maybe about 3 or 4 seasons.
That sound about right.
I mean, it got to be because this is in his rookie contract, so it got to be
Okay.
3, and
Okay.
then he did
Okay.
his fourth with us, so it's something like that.
So he was 3 years with Pittsburgh,
Uh huh.
2002 to 2004.
Okay.
2000, I'm sorry, 2022 to
Right, we know what you
2024.
mean. We know
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
you
We
mean.
got you.
2022, he had 801 yards.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
decent.
2023, 1140 yards.
Okay.
Okay.
2024, 900 yards.
Okay.
Okay.
And last year, 1,429 yards.
Okay.
Okay.
So based off of that, what was his touchdowns?
4, 5, 3, and 9.
4-3. So he wasn't getting touchdowns to this year. Okay. He got yards. I still, I don't know, man. It's gonna be
T
what's the
Tom,
right price
let
because
me make this let me
no,
make this simple for you. Go
go
go ahead.
ahead.
Let me finish your point
Okay,
first.
thank you. You can't pay him nowhere near what Njigba just got. You can't pay him. To me, honestly, I'm cool with paying him damn near what the franchise tag is. Maybe 30 million.
You
30
ain't getting
million
them for
over.
that.
Huh?
You ain't getting them for that. Mm.
What's
Look,
the
man,
going rate?
let me make this simple
Go
for
ahead.
you, T Tom. The
Go ahead.
answer is hell no. Hell no, we shouldn't pay George Pickens.
I
Let
agree
me let me let
to a
me
certain
let me
degree. And
explain
that's
why.
why I said it matters what the price is.
Let me explain why.
Go ahead.
First of all, First of all, George Pickens, to your point about Pittsburgh, I don't put much stock into that because Pittsburgh never had a damn quarterback. He
Okay.
playing with
That's
he
fair.
playing with Mason Rudolph, past his prime Russell Wilson. We don't know what the hell he is, and Justin Fields.
He
Um,
put up them numbers.
so I'm like, so I'm
He
like,
did get yards. He did get
I'm
yards.
not putting much stock into Pittsburgh because as soon as he got a quarterback that was competent, he balled out. And this is with another number one receiver on the team. So I'm
Also,
not
too,
worried
in
about
Pittsburgh,
his
he
talent.
had behavior, he had attitude shit. So that's although
No, no,
we know
no.
what
I think it was think about it, T Tom. You dating a girl, she take you through hell. And you get another girl and you don't know if she's that, but she shows you some signs. that's early in the early stages of what you saw in the other girl. You're not sticking around to find out if
Mm.
she's the other girl that you just left. You're like, hey, going on. It might be. Antonio Brown is the reason why the Steelers moved on from him that quick. Because Antonio Brown took them through hell. Antonio Brown is a Hall of Famer, right? We don't even know if George Pickens is that, but he got the talent. But what we do know is Mike Tomlin felt like, hey, it's too many signs that you might be on this shit that Antonio Brown was on. We're moving on. So I get that. That causes us to get a steal is the Cowboys.
But real quick, the Steelers can't be on that when they set up there, got rid of him, and then got DK, and he over here acting a fool, getting himself suspended, almost costing them the playoffs.
That's not the
So
same. That's not the same. DK was a model citizen in Seattle. You heard nothing about DK being anything in Seattle. So yeah, he had a moment in Pittsburgh, but I don't equate that as the same with AB and what they were saying George Pickens was on. I think George is a passionate player. I just think he wasn't set up to win in Pittsburgh because they didn't have a quarterback. So
Mhm.
I'm not worried about the talent. What I am worried about is the salary cap. The only team that I know is that are paying two receivers a huge amount of money is the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals cannot put together a defense because they are paying three players, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase, the majority of their cap. I do not want to be the Cowboys and even draft players in this draft who we really like, and in 3 years we can't pay them because we're paying two receivers over $100 million. So the answer is hell no. It's not because of the talent. It's not because of the off the field stuff. It's because we can't afford him. If he signed for 25, 26 million a year, okay, cool. But George agent is not gonna let him do that. When you can go out here and get 35 million on the open market. We're not getting George. I mean, he would have to they would have to pay him under the table almost. Hey, George, we'll throw you an extra 20 million under the table if you sign this contract. It's not happening. So to me, to keep from we're already in trouble with the cap because of Dak Prescott's contract
Well,
with
shit.
CD Lamb,
Here's the thing.
with
That's Jerry's mo.
Kenny Clark,
That's how.
Sean
That's how.
Gary.
That's how Jerry moved. So that ain't nothing new. On top of that, he got a tendency to me. He overpaid late. He overpays for people late.
Who he overpaid for?
Shit. Trayvon Diggs at the time. Like
I don't think
it's
he overpaid for Diggs. I
you don't
disagree
think
with
he
that.
overpaid for him?
No, right now it's easy to say that because of what Diggs looked like last year. But let's not act like the man
Diggs
ain't
was hurt
have
the year before.
11,
So that's 2
11
years to go off
interception
of.
all pro year though. We're still talking about 11 interception year. We're talking about, and this same with Bland. You could say in hindsight, I don't know about that, but Bland, again, they led the league in interceptions back to back years. You got to pay the guy. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say he overpaid for neither one of them. What I can say is though is that Jerry has been mismanaging the cap for a while to where we're in this situation because paying who we did pay late was Dak. When we could have paid Dak from the beginning before his rookie deal was up, if we'd have paid him then, we'd have saved ourselves a lot
Hell,
of money.
even CD, like a lot of these dudes, if he had noticed too on a lot of those contracts, if he had paid, he knew it was coming. If he
Right.
paid him on time, he would have got him for a few million less than what he
For
ended up.
sure. And that
So
matters.
that's also what I'm going off.
Yeah.
Even CD, he ended up having to pay him more. Where if you had
Right.
paid, if he was the first one of that group, you
Right.
get him for a few million less.
I
So
mean,
it's
but
that
you
kind of shit.
but you talking about Jerry Jones or who prides himself on doing it his way. You know what I'm
That's what I'm
saying?
saying though. I agree.
Right.
Like
So
I'm just
I'm just saying the smart move would be to trade George
all day.
for some capital
All
and
day.
build more through the draft or get somebody or get a couple defensive players for that same amount of cap. That's why going into free agency, I was like, let George go if you can't trade him and use that cap to get some impact players on defense. I'm good with CD Lamb, even though I might like George Pickens more personally. I'm good with CD Lamb. The kid Flonnery showed promise last year. He had a couple 100 yards games. Um, I'm like, go get you another receiver, see if he can develop.
I
We
was more
got
looking
Jake
at that
Ferguson.
too. Or
We got a running game.
get you
We
another
don't
dude
need
like a
him.
Pickens, like that needs to reboot,
I
boost up their
can't
stock.
say I can't say you can just go get you with George Pickens. I can't
No,
say
I
that.
get that, but I'm saying there's plenty of dudes out there that's like they've shown flashes and like, hey, let's see
Yeah,
if
if you would
he.
have got Romeo Dobbs, if you would have
Yeah,
went and got
that's what
Romeo
I'm
Dobbs,
saying.
I
There
would have
you
been
go.
cool with that.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I'm
that's that.
saying.
But I still don't feel like receiver was like a priority because it's like when we had George Pickens and CD Lamb with Javonte Williams, we scored all the points in the world, all the yards, and we still didn't make the playoffs. Defense. All the teams that were in the thick of it in this past year in the playoffs, we had defense, Patriots, Broncos, Seahawks. These are defensive teams. Cowboys are the furthest thing from defense right now.
They
So
had
I'm
one of the
saying
worst defenses in the league. Right?
That's
right.
because we had your leftovers, Big Wheel, and that was on Jerry too. Shit,
I don't know about that. I mean, Eberflus, for all his faults,
garbage.
he was bad in this season as a defensive coordinator. But this was his
Right.
first year. He didn't have all his players. Similar situation with the Bears. Dennis Allen, he did what he could with what he had.
Right.
He needed another year to get the players that he wanted to put his system in there. So it's gonna
I
be
ain't gonna
growing
lie to you.
pains.
I've seen enough from Eberflus. I was
Yeah,
fine
That's
with him
what. Thank
I
firing
you.
get
him.
it.
That's what I'm like.
I
No,
I
fuck
feel
no,
you.
that noise,
he could
Will.
go.
Yeah, well, for all that is going like as bad as he was as a head coach with the Bears, the
Yeah.
defense was good. That was one area that they didn't have issues with.
No, they wasn't bad on defense at all.
So
I agree with that.
so he is a good defensive player. He just didn't have what he needed. That's all. And
Yeah,
I get it.
whatever
You
it
wanted to move
was,
on because you ain't
it
got
wasn't
time to wait.
matching up.
The
Yeah,
Cowboys ain't
it
got
wasn't
something. Yeah,
lining up.
they,
It wasn't lining
Plus,
up.
that was the thing too. I already knew though it was gonna be hard to move on from Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn had that defense on like the formations and things like that.
Yeah, but Dan Quinn is like in the later years, Dan Quinn, maybe like the last 2 years, we still wasn't good against the run. We were still getting bullied. San Francisco came in, knocked us in the mouth. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Green Bay came in there, punched us in the mouth. So I'm
You
saying this
can't
is
be good
all
at
under
every
Dan
damn
Quinn.
thing.
Huh?
So you can't be good at every damn thing.
I heard you, but we need to be
And look
able
at
to stop the run.
even what it was the secondary pass rush and secondary and all those interceptions. So
No, I feel you. Al Harris had something to do with that. I was saying, well, shit, promote Al Harris.
true, true.
That's what
yeah,
I was saying. And
yeah.
matter of fact,
I'm
ain't he
sorry to see him
and
go.
when they with Chicago this last year?
Yeah,
Oh, he
and
See,
was.
Nashawn
Oh
Wright.
shit.
yeah,
Nashawn Wright.
that's
What did he just do? I'm
yeah.
saying
They
this
had
dude
the
Interceptions.
was
number
still
one.
Yeah.
They was
cooking,
number one
man.
in takeaways. Yeah.
Byard. What did
Damn. He
Byard?
actually.
Didn't
So
Byard
he
have
rolled
a lot of
there.
interceptions?
Where'd he go?
Kevin Byard didn't he have like a lot of
Yeah,
picks
I think he
as
led the
well?
league.
He led the
Yeah.
league.
So
Him and
I'm
Deshaun
saying
Wright.
like the proof is in the pudding. Obviously, what that man is teaching is impacting secondary players.
Well, I
So
mean, damn,
why
he wasn't
wouldn't
no
you
slouch
keep him?
himself when he was playing. And his heyday,
No,
Al
Al
Harris
Harris
was
was
nice.
he was a dog. I'm just saying no, but I hate when people like what else do you need to see? Trevon Diggs and Deron Bland both led the league in interceptions in like back to back years. If it wasn't back to back, it was
No,
like
it was damn
one
near.
miss a year, then
Yeah.
the other one lead. So and then he go to Chicago and a guy that was on our practice team or deep on our depth chart gets the
Yeah, he
most
did get some
interceptions he
time
ever
for us.
had.
He did start a few games. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
it's obviously something with what he's doing. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like we have to start looking more at these assistants and finding the value in them. And the Cowboys, we let him just walk out when we
Yeah.
probably could have promoted him and kept him on the staff. If you keep, I would feel a lot better right now if Al Harris was still on the coaching staff right now with Parker, who we just hired. I would
Mhm.
feel great.
Feel that.
That's all I'm
Feel
saying. But we'll see how it shake out. The draft
facts.
is coming up. I am glad that we did not trade the draft picks to get Max Crosby or to go get Myles Garrett. It was some floating around out there
Shit,
trying to give up
never.
all the draft picks for Myles Garrett. As much as I love Myles Garrett, and I know he's finna come and get 15 sacks easy. Nah, three
Nah.
draft picks. I just can't do it, bro.
Yeah.
We need too many things on defense. We need linebackers. We need secondary. We need offensive linemen. We need too much. You know what I'm saying? To
Yeah.
waste three picks on Myles Garrett. As much as I would have loved to have him, I just don't think it was a smart move. So I am
Bears was in
anxious
the
to see what we do in the draft.
Bears was in that same boat. They was trying to talk to Max Crosby and Myles Garrett, but yeah, the price is too high. They need too much on defense too.
Yeah, at least y'all. I think y'all defense in better shape than ours. Well, y'all did lose some people too.
No,
No.
yeah,
Y'all lost.
no.
Yeah,
They lost a lot.
They
yeah, they
lost.
did.
In
They
free
lost
agency,
him
they
in the
lost.
whole second. They lost both
Yeah.
safety. They got no safeties on the roster right now. Well, no, they just signed Kobe Bryant, so they have one safety on the roster now.
Mm.
Uh, they need defensive linemen, both tackles and edges. Linebacker,
I
they need
thought
like,
y'all still got Sweet.
huh?
Yeah.
Y'all still got Sweet.
Sweat, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
but
Sweat.
he,
My bad. Yeah.
no, it's like, but he not playing like he's supposed. He's not living up to his contract, so they trying to get somebody
Mm.
else to pair with him.
Okay. 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 Well, at least we know y'all offense gonna be together. You know.
For sure,
Hey,
they need an
Caleb
offense.
Williams,
They lost.
efficiency wise, he could be better, but he definitely looked a lot better. Like I was telling Will, not Will, Tate, because I was a person that said I would keep Fields and build around them. So
Big Will was too. Big
Yeah, I
Will
said that.
was
yeah,
too. Big
yeah,
Will
I
said the same
just
shit.
yeah. I mean, in hindsight, of course, it's where it looks to be working out. But shit, Ben Johnson could have helped Justin Fields too. We don't know. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So at least in that scenario, y'all wouldn't have picked the number one pick and took Caleb Williams, and who knows what you could have got back if you would have traded that pick or if you'd have went at another position to help build around. Because Caleb got way more weapons than Justin
for
had.
sure, for sure.
DJ Moore, what's the two young receivers? The one
Luther
from
Boozer.
Notre
Burden
Dame.
and Roma
Yeah.
Dunze,
Yeah.
Yeah. So then he got
Colston
the
Loveland.
that tight end. Oh boy, he nice, boy.
Yeah,
He nice, man. Colston, he nice.
yeah.
So and they ran the ball real effectively this past year. So I'm just like, could Justin Fields to me didn't prove that he was trash. I think he just needed some time to develop. And when you keep switching coordinators and head coaches and everything,
He
I
trash
think that's
now.
tough.
Yeah, my thought process behind that was rather the devil you know. You know what I'm saying? You know what you got in Justin Fields. You don't know what
Yeah.
you're getting in this generational talent in Caleb Williams. So it could
Right.
be another bust. And with the
Right.
history of the Bears quarterback, I wasn't
Right.
ready to take that chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I mean, like you said, it looks like it's working out. I
Mm,
don't know if the Bears get Ben Johnson if Justin Fields is still there because
for
that's one of
sure.
the reasons he specifically took the job was to
Okay.
coach Caleb
Okay.
Williams.
Hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, it all worked out for the Bears in the end. Yeah,
Right.
I'm excited to see what they do next year. Hopefully, Caleb can increase his accuracy. If he can do that, still need an offensive tackle because they left tackle because they lost theirs probably for the career
Mm,
for his career.
really?
Uh,
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah, it's possibly a career-ending injury.
What's his
Who's
name
that?
Um,
again?
Ozzie Trapillo,
Mm,
and he was a rookie.
dang.
Then Drew Dahlman, they sent a retire, but they got another one. So they need stuff in the draft too. But Ben Johnson, he's smart. He's a good coach. So I think he can coach around and scheme around all of that, just like he did last year. And
Yeah.
I'm expecting a bigger leap for everybody because DJ Moore being gone, that kind of opens up things for those two rookie receivers as well as Colston Loveland. Plus, I like Jade Walker.
Yeah.
As a so they say they got some things. I'm just hopefully they'll come together.
For
Fine.
sure.
Real quick, Big Will, what are you watching, man?
Well, this week, I watched the movie, and I can't really say that I approve of it, man. It was called what's that movie? It's a Hulu movie. Mike and Nick and Alice.
Uh-huh.
It had Vince Vaughn in there and James Marsden.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, Basically, the premise is there's this guy that built this time machine, and Vince Vaughn went back in time like about a week to try to
Okay.
stop something from happening. I don't want to give away too much of the plot,
Yeah.
but Honestly, I kind of fell asleep on it, and I don't fall asleep on movies like that.
It don't say. Hey, but I will tell you, one of your previous picks was a good pick. I watched War Machine. War
Yeah,
Machine was good, man. War
yeah,
Machine,
There
yeah,
we
yeah.
go. There we
No,
go.
yeah,
I liked War Machine. So, good looking out on that one. Me and the wife watched that one, and we was entertained. The main actor, I go back with him with Did y'all ever watch Blue Mountain State? You know what I'm
Know the
saying?
show. Know the show
I know
you
the
talking
show. I
about.
haven't watched it,
Yeah.
but I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah. No, it was a cool show. It was cool football program or whatever. It was off the chain, and I remember him from there. That was probably the first time I seen him. So to see him progress from there to him being the actor he is now in War Machine is dope to see. You know what I'm saying? But dope. Well,
Yeah.
War Machine was definitely a dope movie. So
Alan
I encourage
Richardson.
people to go see that. You
Yeah,
said say that again?
his name Alan Richardson. But yeah, it was a
Oh,
good
okay.
movie, good action. I thought he was a wrestler for some reason, because guess because he big like
He
that.
built like a wrestler. It looked like
Yeah,
he was on the same program as The Rock, boy. I was like, that boy.
but the fact
He
T
wasn't
Time ain't
that
say
big on
nothing,
Blue Mountain.
that made me say, nah, he must not be an actor, wrestler then.
Yeah, man. So shout out to everybody. We pretty much then casted the movie for the production I'm going into, which is Death
Yeah,
Ain't Enough. We go into production next month. So
yeah,
shout out to everybody that submitted, even our own producer Tate. Shout out to everybody that submitted. Looking forward to going into this movie. It's a different kind of story. It's not to give away too much, but it's a revenge-driven story, and who doesn't like a good revenge story, man? So I'm looking forward to it. And also, again, Smoke and Ashes. If you haven't watched it, check it out. It's on Tubi. That's my latest production. Doing pretty well right now. I'm excited about it, and we're on track to do a part two. I'm not really one of those producers that
yeah.
like to do part twos to movies, but I did set it up for the story for it to be more to it. So it's looking like right now people are supporting it. So we're probably gonna do a part two. So thank y'all for that.
Nice.
All
Yeah,
right.
congratulations, man. I love a part two.
Thank
Yeah.
you, brother. Thank you.
And y'all don't forget to get y'all tickets to Laughmania 3.
Yes,
You got
sir.
10 days.
Yeah.
We in April now. We in April.
Right,
It's only 11.
right.
It's only
I will
11.
be in the house checking it out. I haven't been to a Laugh Mania before, so me and the wife will be there supporting. Shout out Tate and the cast of comedians he has, and everybody that's gonna come out there and put on the show. Looking forward to it. So yeah, man, get your tickets. Make sure you get there so we can have a good time.
Yeah.
Indeed.
All right. Y'all got anything else?
Well, no, man, no. I was finna. Yeah. So look, next week. We'll be back. Hopefully, Bgezy will get his slow ass over here, you know, and he'll add in on the conversation. Because the people
Yeah.
in Seattle still mad, Bgezy. I talked to him. I talked to him, and they mad that you was hating on their city, man. They
Yeah.
upset about it, man. Quit hating on Seattle. Seattle Supersonics coming back, baby. I'm buying a jersey. And me and Bgezy gonna debate about it when they open the night in 2 years. But
Yeah.
There you
thanks
go.
for thanks for everybody that's supporting, man. We'll be back next week. And until then, you know what I'm saying? I'm Mr. Blaq.
Big Will.
Tea time.
And
And
we out
this
this thing.
is our own
Oh,
On damn
damn
damn.
sports
Sports
show.
sports
show.
show. Yeah,
And
okay.
we out.
We out.
Peace out.
Tay gonna have us sitting there looking crazy.
I was gonna say just leave the studio. That's I was just leave
uh
the studio.